Welcome students to Simplified Chemistry YouTube channel. Students, we are discussing about chemical reactions of alcohols due to breaking of carbon OH bond in the alcohols. In last video, we discussed two chemical reactions of alcohols. First one is reaction of alcohols with alkyl halide. Alkyl halide reacts with primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols by different ways. Time required for the formation of precipitate is different one, and therefore this test is used to distinguish between the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Especially Lucas reagent, that is the mixture of concentrated HCl and zinc chloride, is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. As tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary and primary, and therefore these alcohols gives immediate precipitate with Lucas reagent. Then precipitate is obtained from the secondary alcohols, and to obtain the precipitate from primary alcohols, the time required is more than that of tertiary and secondary alcohols. Hence Lucas reagent test is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. In second test we discuss when alcohols are reacted with phosphorus halides such as phosphorus trihalide and phosphorus pentahalide, then they give corresponding alkyl halides. So these two reactions are nucleophilic substitution reactions of alcohols, because in these two reactions OH group, that is the functional group of alcohol, is replaced by the halogen atom. Hence these reactions are nucleophilic substitution reactions. Now we are going to discuss here the next chemical reaction in which there is also breaking of carbon and OH group bond takes place, and this reaction is our third reaction, and this is known as dehydration of alcohols to alkenes. First, what do we mean by dehydration? D means to remove. D means to remove or to eliminate. Hydration means to remove water molecule from alcohol. This reaction is known as dehydration reaction. This dehydration reaction is also known as beta dehydration reaction, because hydrogen atom is eliminated from the beta carbon atom. The carbon atom to which OH group is present, like this carbon atom is known as alpha carbon atom, and hydrogen is eliminated from the beta carbon atom. Hence it is known as also beta dehydration reaction of alcohols. The dehydration of alcohols is possible when alcohols are heated with strongly with concentrated sulfuric acid, concentrated phosphoric acid and dehydrating agent such as anhydrous alumina, that is Al2O3. So in short, alcohols on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid, concentrated phosphoric acid and alumina as a dehydrating agent, then we get the corresponding alkenes, and this reaction is known as dehydration of alcohols. So let us see how the dehydration of alcohols takes place in general. So this is the alcohol. Alcohols are generally represented as ROH. They can also be represented as RCH2CH2OH. When alcohols are heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, then as I told earlier, OH group is removed from the carbon atom to which it is attached, and hydrogen atom is removed from the beta carbon atom. So we write this hydrogen CH2 as CHH. So hydrogen from beta carbon atom and OH group from alpha carbon atom are eliminated in the form of water molecule, and the valence of this carbon atom is 4 is completed by forming the double bond between the alpha carbon atom and beta carbon atom. So we get the product as here R CH double bond CH2 plus water. So this is the alkene. So in this chemical reaction we get the alkene. We have studied this reaction in 11th standard also, that is in the topic hydrocarbon. So when it is preparation of alkenes from alcohols. So we consider here first example, it is the ethyl alcohol. This carbon atom contains OH group and this adjacent carbon atom contains hydrogen. These hydrogens are known as beta hydrogen. When ethyl alcohol is heated with the alumina, then what happens? There is a formation of ethene takes place. How the ethene is formed? One hydrogen atom is eliminated from this carbon atom and OH group is eliminated from this carbon atom, and we get the compound as CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O. So we get here ethene. We get the ethene as the alkene. When you consider the reaction of alcohols with alumina, and the alcohols are taken as secondary alcohol. This is the secondary alcohol because OH group is attached to the secondary carbon atom, so it is secondary alcohol. Name of alcohol is secondary butyl alcohol, or we write here it is as butane 2OL as in IUPAC nomenclature system. So when you consider this secondary butyl alcohol, this secondary butyl alcohol contains carbon atom attached to the CH group, and this carbon atom is considered as an alpha carbon atom. So there are two beta carbon atoms, beta hydrogens are present. First one is at carbon number 1, and the second beta hydrogen atoms are available on the carbon number 3. So there is a possibility of formation of product by eliminating hydrogen atom from this first carbon atom, and there is also possibility of formation of product by the eliminating hydrogen from the, that is, third carbon atom. So we get here two different compounds. First we consider here the dehydration reaction takes place by removal of water molecule from first carbon atom and second carbon atom. So we get which product? So remaining part remains as is. So CH3 as is, CH2 as is, as there is no change in these groups. So CH and CH3 they are participating in the chemical reaction. So from this CH OH we are eliminating OH group, and from this CH3 group we are eliminating one hydrogen. So here remaining part is CH, and after elimination hydrogen atom from this CH3 group, the required remaining part is the CH2. The valence of carbon is completed by formation of the double bond between the first and second carbon atom. First here also here elimination of water molecule takes place. So when you consider the IUPAC name of this compound is, then this compound is but 1-ene. This compound is a but 1-ene. Suppose in the second chemical reaction, the OH group is eliminated from the alpha carbon atom, that is second carbon atom, and hydrogen is eliminated from the third carbon atom, that is also beta carbon atom. So we get here the product. Now CH3 remains as is. Elimination of hydrogen takes place from this CH2 group. Now CH2 minus H, here remainder is CH. Then OH group is eliminated from the second carbon atom. So here is CH. This carbon atom does not taking part in the bond formation. So here is CH3. The elimination of atoms or groups takes place from second carbon atom and third carbon atom. So there is a formation of bond takes place in between second and third carbon atom. And when you write the name of this compound, then it is but 2-ene. So when you consider in this chemical reaction, that is dehydration of secondary butyl alcohol, in the dehydration of secondary butyl alcohol, there is a possibility of formation of two products. We have to decide which is more or major product. As we know that alkenes which are symmetric, they are more stable. But 1-ene is an unsymmetric alkene, so this is the product with 20% possibility. and but2ene as it contains same groups along the double bonded carbon atoms. So this is the major product, it is very stable, and the yield of this product is the 80%. So major product is but2ene and minor product is but1ene. In this way, alcohols, when treated with dehydrating agents such as concentrated sulfuric acid, concentrated phosphoric acid, or alumina, there is an elimination of water molecule takes place from alpha and beta carbon atom, and the formed products are alkene. When you consider alcohol such as methyl alcohol, here methyl alcohol contains OH group, but there is an unavailability of the alpha hydrogen atom, and therefore dehydration of methyl alcohol to form alkene is not possible. So this is about the dehydration of alcohols. Next chemical reaction of alcohols is oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation of alcohols by using different oxidizing agents gives us different products. So products obtained by the oxidation of alcohol are different one, and the nature of product is depend upon which type of oxidizing agent is used. So first chemical reaction, that is oxidation of alcohol, we are going to consider by using the oxidizing agent like chromium anhydride, that is CrO3, and PCC, it is known as pyridium chlorochromate. So these are the oxidizing agents. These oxidizing agents oxidizes primary alcohols and secondary alcohols in the corresponding carbonyl compounds. So how the primary alcohols undergoes oxidation? When you consider primary alcohols, they are represented as RCH2OH. They are primary alcohols. And when these primary alcohols are reacted with chromium anhydride, that is CrO3, then we get the compound, that is RCHO. That is, we get here aldehyde. So when you consider here the oxidation of these primary alcohols, in the oxidation of primary alcohols by using chromium anhydride or PCC, the CH2OH group of primary alcohol is converted into the aldehyde group, that is the fermyl group also, and we get the product as aldehyde. So let us consider one example. For example, when you consider methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol we write generally as CH3OH. Here we write it is as HCH2OH. It is also known as methanol. Methanol on treatment with chromium anhydride, the methanol undergoes oxidation, and this CH2OH group is now converted into the CHO group, and we get the product as HCHO, that is also known as methanol, or it is also known as formaldehyde. So in this chemical reaction, the CH2OH group of this methyl alcohol is converted into CHO group. So this is the oxidation of this methanol. We consider another example as CH3 CH2OH. It is ethanol, or it is also known as ethyl alcohol. Ethanol on oxidation by using the oxidizing agent PCC, pyridium chlorochromate. Here also the CH2OH group is converted into CHO group, and we get the product as ethanol. So in this way, primary alcohols undergoes oxidation with oxidizing agent like chromium anhydride or pyridium chlorochromate, and in this reaction CH2OH group, that is a primary alcoholic group, is converted into CHO, that is the aldehydic group. So this is about the oxidation of primary alcohols. Then how the secondary alcohols undergoes oxidation. Secondary alcohols also undergoes oxidation with chromium anhydride and PCC. Secondary alcohols are generally represented as RCHR. They are secondary alcohol. When they are reacted with chromium anhydride or PCC, then here we get the product as a ketone. We get the product as ketone. So in this chemical reaction also, the secondary alcoholic group, that is CHOH group, this group is now converted into the carbonyl group by loss of 2 hydrogen atoms. These hydrogen atoms combines with the oxygen and they will be converted into the water molecule. Here we consider example like this: CH3, CHOH, CH3. It is propane, 2OL, or we also say as isopropyl alcohol. When it undergoes oxidation by using oxidizing agent iridium chlorochromate, then the product form is here acetone. Is the main product plus H2O. So in this chemical reaction, the functional group CHOH of propanol, 2-propanol, is converted into the carbonyl group. So we get the corresponding ketone. This acetone is also known as propanol. Another example we consider here: CH3CH OH, CH2CH3. So this is also secondary alcohol as it contains CHOH group in the molecule. The name of compound is, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is secondary butyl alcohol. When the secondary butyl alcohol is heated with oxidizing agent like PCC, then we get the product as CH3, C double bond O. This group we can write C2H5. So in this chemical reaction also, the CHOH group of the secondary butyl alcohol, CHOH group of secondary butyl alcohol, is converted into the carbonyl group, and we get the product here as butane 2-ONE, or it is also known as ethyl methyl ketone, or it is also known as butanone, 2-butanone. So in this way, primary alcohols on oxidation with chromium anhydride and PCC, they use aldehydes, while secondary alcohols on oxidation, they use corresponding ketones. Both aldehydes and ketones are having equal number of carbon atoms. That is very important. Then we are going to consider here the oxidation of primary alcohols by using the oxidizing agent such as nitric acid, then acidified potassium permanganate and acidified potassium dichromate. They are also acting as the oxidizing agent. When primary alcohols are reacted with such oxidizing agent such as nitric acid, potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate, then the oxidation does not stops at the aldehydic step. The formed aldehydes further undergoes oxidation and they gives the corresponding carboxylic acids having equal number of carbon atom. So let us see how the oxidation of primary alcohols is possible by using these oxidizing agents. The primary alcohols are represented as RCH2OH. They are primary alcohols. When they are oxidized by using mixture of concentrated H2SO4 plus KMnO4 then they first use the compounds as RCHO, that is aldehyde. These aldehydes again undergoes oxidation and they use the compounds as RCOOH. That means they are converted into the corresponding carboxylic acid. So in this way, primary alcohols on reaction with any one of these oxidizing agent, they first use aldehydes. The aldehydes are unstable compound formed here, and these aldehydes again undergo self-oxidation and they use the compound that is the carboxylic acid. Here we consider example of methyl alcohol. This is the methyl alcohol, or we say it is a methanol. When this methanol is reacted with, we say nitric acid, then it undergoes oxidation and it gives the product that is methanol. It gives the product methanol, that is aldehyde. It is also known as formaldehyde, and it undergoes self-oxidation and it gives the final product that is methanoic acid. Methanol is also known as formaldehyde. Methanol in common name system is named as formaldehyde, and here the formed product is also known as in common name system as formic acid. So in this way, methyl alcohol or methanol on oxidation with this oxidizing agent, they first use aldehyde and then we get the final product that is methanoic acid. Here methanol contains one carbon atom, methanol, that is aldehyde, also contains one carbon atom, and methanoic acid, it also contains one carbon atom. So acid is formed with the equal number of carbon atoms. Then consider another example like ethyl alcohol. Or ethanol. When it is oxidized by using nitric acid, then we get the product that is CH3CHO acetaldehyde. It is also known as ethanol, and this compound undergoes oxidation to form acetic acid, or it is also known as ethanoic acid in common name system. It is known as acetic acid, and in IUPAC nomenclature system it is named as ethanoic acid. Here also it contains two carbon atoms, 1, 2. Acetaldehyde also contains two carbon atoms, and formed acid also contains here two carbon atoms, that is there is no loss of any carbon atom. In both reactions, CH2OH is converted into CHO and then it is converted into the COOH group. Here also the same reaction takes place. So thus primary alcohols on reaction with oxidizing agents such as nitric acid, potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, then they use first aldehydes and further they undergoes oxidation to form the carboxylic acids. Secondary and tertiary alcohols on oxidation with such oxidizing agents gives the different products. The oxidation of secondary and tertiary alcohols by using these oxidizing agent is quite difficult. They does not use the corresponding compounds having the equal number of carbon atoms. There is a less number of carbon atoms in the form product, that is acid. The last chemical reaction of alcohols in which there is a breaking of carbon OH bond, that is oxidation of alcohols by heating vapors of alcohol with the copper. When vapors of alcohol are passed over heated copper, then these alcohols undergoes oxidation and they give different products. Both primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols undergoes oxidation with the copper. When vapors of primary alcohol are passed over heated copper, then we get they undergoes oxidation and they use the compound known as aldehyde. When the vapors of secondary alcohol are passed over heated copper, then they use the compounds, that is ketones. And vapors of tertiary alcohols are passed over the heated copper, then they are also undergoes oxidation and they use the compounds, that is alkenes. So primary alcohols, secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols vapors, when passed over heated copper, then they respectively gives aldehydes, ketones and alkenes. So let us consider one example of each. So when you consider here ethyl alcohol or ethanol, when passed through heated copper, then it undergoes oxidation and the CH2OH group is converted into CH3CHO and we get here acetaldehyde. Thus primary alcohol such as ethanol is passed over heated copper at 573 Kelvin. It undergoes oxidation and it gives the corresponding aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde. Similarly, when you consider secondary alcohol such as isopropyl alcohol, when the vapors of isopropyl alcohol are passed over copper at 573 Kelvin, then isopropyl alcohol also undergoes oxidation and it gives the compound, that is CH3 C double bond O CH3, that is a acetone or dimethyl ketone, or it is also known as the propanol. When you consider here tertiary alcohols such as tertiary butyl alcohol, when tertiary butyl alcohol is passed over, its vapors are passed over copper at 573 Kelvin, instead of oxidation, it undergoes dehydration. Very important. It undergoes dehydration, that means removal of OH group and hydrogen atom from any one CH3 group takes place here, and we get the product, that is CH3 CCH3 double bond CH2 plus H2O. Name of compound is isobutene, or it is known as 2-methyl prop-1-ene. So in this way, tertiary alcohols on oxidation with copper, they undergoes dehydration and they forms alkenes instead of these carbonyl compounds. So this is the action of copper on the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. So see here, primary alcohols are converted into the aldehydes. Secondary alcohols are converted into the ketones, and tertiary alcohols are converted into the corresponding alkenes. So this is the oxidation of alcohols.